what we want to do here is keep a lot of this length, but shape it.
Yeah,
and then,
literally what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Shape.
and then what we can do is taper the locks or the sideburns, or sorry, the sideburns and the neck. So basically we'd add a little kind of area of shortness here and here, and that just gives all of this a little bit more fresh appeal. So you keep that length, but then this becomes just shorter and just gradually becomes shorter. Like we aren't going to try and ram a high skin taper in here. Just be nice and natural through here. And so we'll have nice reduction in length to the sides of the back.
That's what I'm looking for, that kind of natural kind of...
that natural look, but where there's a little bit of freshness to it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Through the top, and this is like a very common problem that happens with these middle parts, right? Is that people assume that everything on top needs to be long, right? But it doesn't, okay? So if you imagine for this middle part to be a middle part, actually the only bit that needs to hang down is everything in the front. Everything in here can actually be slit a little bit more connected so that it flows back. You know what I mean? So what happens is sometimes all of this is left long, which just creates this kind of massive area of weight. Do you know what I mean?
With this kind of, I feel like this comes out nice when I'm kind of doing it. And
exactly, and then it's too much.
Kind of sticks out neither here nor there. Kind of.
Exactly. This really should just be square, blended, and then you can either pull it back or you can wear it flat with this. How's that sound? Good?
Let's run it, man.
Cool, bro. Let's put some here. Still in zone 1, so I don't need to build any weight yet. Still elevating. Section 1 goes to section number 2.
Section goes back to 1, does it?
1 goes to 2.
Right.
So 1 gets carried
Straight into,
into number 2, exactly. Okay. So the first section, so sorry, so exactly. So the top of this section gets over directed back to my last section. There's the dried look. And then we're elevating beneath that, stepping left. But in this area, we don't need to step so left, more of a body pivot, you know what I mean? My body can just pivot left because it's not that far away from the head shape. So look, if I place the comb there, okay? If I place the comb here, everything from here till the comb touches the head is going to be over directed, okay? All right, now, once we finish cutting this, we're physically even done on this head zone, aren't we? It wouldn't make sense for me to stay in this zone and cut the rest of this, would it? So once I finish over directing this to the point where the head becomes flat, that's when I step left. Now I need to face this zone. Problem is that a lot of people stay stood here trying to cut this. I need to cut this, then I need to step left, and then I need to cut this. Because this area,
you're in the back then.
I'm in the back now, so I'm not actually on the side, I'm in the back. And when I'm in the back, the head just happens to be flat, which means that I'm elevating every section in here and stepping left to make sure that my torso is controlling the elevation. Because where my body is will control where I pull the hair.
Where you're coming straight to.
Literally. You're always going to pull the hair to your torso basically. So if you're stood here the whole time, everything's going to get pulled here. Zone number 2, so I'm taking my diagonal section from the contour to the tip of the ear. Once I have that, I'm going to groom the section down so that's nice and clean. First part of the over direction is in the top where the contour is. So I'm going to grip the hair first, then groom the hair. Check for the guide. I'm going to pull right back down to that contour. There's section 1. Fingertip the big knuckle, step to the right, Or move the chair to the right, elevate the rest of the section. Here's the guide. If anything, bro, where the ideal length is just on or below the eyebrow. So-called mastoid process bone, which is here. Once that bone recedes and comes down, all I'm doing is using that bone as a natural blend, basically, because I know that everything above that bone, the head gets a lot more flat. And what I don't want is to be blending on an area where the head shape is not consistent. So above that is my guide for my taper. I'm coming just beneath my number 2, and I'm just coming in at that angle. Notice how I'm not coming in straight, going in at an angle.